Okay, let everyone in then. Sorry, 250. Hello, Jay.
Hi Zaha, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Good, good. Good to see everyone.
Yeah, welcome back.
Long.
Nice office.
It's virtual now.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Hi, Krishan. Assalamualaikum, Azuni.
Oh,
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Mr. Zaha.
Assalamualaikum, Fatin. Assalamualaikum, Hadi. Hi, Kotian. Hi, Yuki. Hello, Kuma. Hello, Anup. Hello, June. Hello, Mr. Wong. It's Wong. Mr. Wong, right? There's few Wongs here.
Which Wong are you talking about?
This person called Ace Wong, selling baby products thing.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, I got it right, right?
Yes, you got it right.
Captain Ko. Okay. Okay, to those who already joined the room, this meeting, please don't forget to join our WhatsApp group, MYOB WhatsApp group. It's already there at the chat. Please make one more group for yourself. Too many groups in WhatsApp.
Hi Zaha. New
Hey.
hairstyle this year.
Hey, this has been my hairstyle before COVID.
Really? But it
Yes.
wasn't obvious last year. I mean,
Yes.
you know, when we did the networking session on for the
Ibis?
virtual exhibition.
Yeah. The
It
Ibis.
wasn't such a short haircut like this.
Yeah, thanks to Corona, I managed to grow my hair. I couldn't go to the barber, so yeah, hence why.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering when I saw
You can ask Jay. Jay knows my hair before.
And now you got Misai.
Yeah, I think Misai is just to show
Misa
when
is still there. It's still there. Not. It's still there. It's only the hairstyle that is such a close crop one compared to last year.
this is okay. This is I'm trying to grow it back.
Ah.
Because if not, I will just shave it every week.
Oh, which is I think what some guys like to do. Either one is easy to maintain.
Yes.
As in you can, I don't know, cut costs. No need buy shampoo and all that stuff, I suppose. Okay, some or the other option is some guys are balding, you know, the hair is dropping. So they decided once and for all, just shave the head lah. So it's not, so it is not awkward. You don't have to answer those kinds of questions lah. For you know, some people got nothing else to do. They have to say all those sorts of annoying, irritating comments.
Correct. Yeah, you know, human.
Okay, so it was you just okay. So last year was because of the pandemic, so you were staying safe at home lah.
Yeah.
You didn't ask your wife to trim your hair or something.
No, I told my wife that I wanted to grow my hair as long as my daughter's hair. So she said,
What
yeah,
is what? Shoulder length.
yeah, shoulder length.
And then she said, "Are you crazy?"
No, she said, go ahead and try.
Have you ever had hair that long?
I did after SPM.
Many years ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
When you were in the experimental, adventurous and experimental
Yeah.
phase of your life.
Yeah, when I was in school, I looked like a nerd. So people say, try to grow hair. Probably you can look like a rock star.
Look is fine, but then can play guitar not?
That one
Can
thing.
play guitar, can play drums, can play what else goes to with the drummers? Can sing rock songs or not?
My friend told me, you sucks at guitar, you suck at singing. You can only play other things beside all the music instruments. So I said, okay.
That means what? Video game, computer game like that?
Well, I do sports actually.
Okay, I think we need to
Oh.
start.
All right.
Hi Andrew, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you?
Gongsi
I'm good.
Fachai.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so first of all, I want to welcome all of you to the MYOB Talk Series number 3. This is the continuation of what we did 2 weeks ago when we talked about RCEP, the regional cooperative economic partnership. So today we want to explore Indonesian market because Indonesia is quite close to home, and for us it's also because E3 has a presence in Indonesia. So of course next time we will also talk about Philippines because Philippines is also where E3 has a presence. But let's talk about Indonesian market first. So here we are. I just want to give you a very brief introduction for those who do not know about E3 and about me. So my name is Andrew. I'm the co-founder and chief strategist for E3 Hubs, Sdn Bhd. We are based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My co-founder, Kelvin Kwa, is based in Penang. Zaha, who is our speaker today, is based in Bandung. So we also have our representative from Philippines who are not here today. So anyway, so these are the team of E3 Hubs on the whole. So moving on, I want to give you a brief introduction of E3 and also our Global Entrepreneur Acceleration Network. Actually, E3 focuses a lot more on creating local ecosystem, but stringing them on the global network using our virtual platform, which is called the Global Entrepreneur Acceleration Network. So what is E3? E3 stands for Entrepreneurs Empowering Entrepreneurs. That is basically the acronym. And in fact, E3 is not just 3. E3 is the power of 3. So we are an entrepreneur development organization specializing in innovation, business incubation, growing businesses, in all the territories that we are in. And our mission is to develop and create successful entrepreneurs through our 3 pillars of greatness, which is business support, market access, and funding access. And actually, these are the three pillars that I myself, as an incubator manager for the last 17 years, we actually found that these are the three important pillars that what entrepreneurs need. So this is where we crafted out our incubation programs, our support programs based on these three pillars. So our mission, our vision is to empower at least 1 million entrepreneurs by the year 2030 and establish about 1,000 entrepreneur hubs within our global business ecosystem. Now, this is actually a pre-COVID vision. And later on, I tell you later on, right, after, toward later part in the talk, I will explain to you this vision is already now in the making and how we can actually accelerate the vision to be much closer to us. So we want to achieve this by creating a dynamic business ecosystem environment. So in a way, we are creating our own ecosystem of entrepreneurs and our own platform in where global entrepreneurs can support each other, cooperate with one another, create business opportunities together, and create a wider business network with each other. So in a way, we are encouraging every entrepreneur that we talk to, that we touch, to think big. And we want entrepreneurs to think big, because if you don't think big, then you're going to have a problem with growth. Okay, so a little bit more about that later. So this is the world that we want to create, because we are very, very passionate about entrepreneurship. And we want to make sure that this passion is also exacerbated to every part of the world in which we want to touch. And we understand the entrepreneur challenges, because this is not something that we craft out overnight. These are all experiences that me, my entrepreneur friends, and all this have been experiencing for the last 25, 30 years. So these entrepreneur challenges are very real, right? Not only just 30 years ago, but even till today. And we want to make sure that we are able to support and help entrepreneurs, the next generation of entrepreneurs, to go through all these challenges together. So these are some of the things that we will be doing, right? Based on the three pillars, transforming entrepreneurs from good to great. So our E3 members basically will enjoy certain business support, market access, and funding access based on the services that we want to offer to all our entrepreneurs. And later on, you will see how the Global Entrepreneur Acceleration Network is able to fulfill this in a global scale. Okay? So our ecosystem, which is more than this. Okay, it's more than this. We have reached out over 20 countries already. So, the network that we have is tremendous. And if you ask me, how are we able to build this network? It's because of our incubator network. So we are part of a larger incubator network called the Asia Association of Business Incubators, where we are able to work with other incubators to provide the kind of support that our entrepreneurs need and replicate it within all the other incubators. Okay, so just a short synopsis about what E3 Hub stands for. I won't go more into detail, but I just want to introduce today's speakers. Right, today's speaker is Mr. Zaha, and Mr. Zaha actually is a Malaysian, but been living in Indonesia for a while, right? And we had the privilege of knowing him during our EB start last year, and consequently, our vision and mission are very aligned. That we have invited Mr. Zaha, right, to be part and the founding member of E3 Hubs Indonesia. I think this is a blessing for every one of us, because now we have actually have an Indonesian presence and a person who is committed to work with entrepreneurs and help them to accelerate into the Indonesian market through E3 Hub. And that's the reason for today's talk, because we want to share something very good for all the entrepreneurs, and we hope that through Mr. Zaha sharing, we want to. I told him, I actually told Zaha that tell us what we don't know about Indonesia, right? We read a lot about Indonesia, but tell us what we don't know about Indonesia. Okay, so with that, I hand over the floor to Zaha. So Zaha, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for the introduction. All right, Assalamualaikum. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today, I am going to share about something that most probably people know or people don't know, but it's okay. It's just a new sharing about Indonesian market. As you know, I am a Malaysian. I came here in 2015 and literally see how the Indonesian market work. And a lot of people say that, hey, they want to go to Indonesia. Why? Or because of the population. Indeed, correct. So without wasting any time, I'm just going to share my slide. Can everyone see? All right, okay. Indonesia. This is the map of Indonesia. As you can see here, Indonesia are divided by 6 different islands, and every island have different kind of people. Okay. Indonesia, or also known as Indo, have 34 provinces all over Indonesia, and they are about 280 million people all over Indonesia. It's a big number, right? Okay. They are all Indonesian, as you all know, or they call themselves as Indo. Please, all Malaysian, do not call them Indon. It's like an insult to them, right? It's like how you call a Nigerian and nigger. So they don't like us calling them Indon. They will prefer to be called Indonesian or Indo. This is something that I learned while I'm here. All right. Okay. Let's focus to the capital city of Indonesia, which is Jakarta. I believe all of you been to Indonesia before, maybe to Bali, maybe to Bandung, Jakarta, maybe Medan, Batam. Those are all the cities that are quite famous to Malaysian, right? Probably some went to Padang. As you can see, Jakarta itself is actually about 10 million people population, and they are all divided into 5 different districts, which is called Central Jakarta, Jakarta Tengah, Jakarta Pusat actually, and then Jakarta Selatan, Jakarta Utara, Jakarta Barat, Timur. And this city, if I were to similarize with Malaysia, I can. Jakarta Selatan is something similar like Bangsa, Damansara, and Taman Tun. And then they have Jakarta Utara. Jakarta Utara is where is more population of like Oakland Road, that kind of population they have. So every district or every daerah of this Jakarta have a different kind of people, right? So this is where we're going to determine how the market is in Indonesia, especially Jakarta. All right. Probably some of you heard before, actually Jakarta is as big as Malaysia, like 30 million people. Well, actually it's not Jakarta, it's actually a combination of few cities in the area, which is they call themselves as Jabodetabek. All right. Jabodetabek is actually a combination of Jakarta, Bogor, Depok, Tangerang, and Bekasi. So this is like Greater Jakarta. Like in Klang Valley, the Greater KL is a combination of Petaling Jaya, Shah Alam, and then you have Klang, and then you have Seremban. So that is that's why it's actually 30 million population. Okay, I'm not here to discuss about GDP and whatnot. I think that's too academic and people wouldn't understand. What people want to know is how do we go into Indonesian market? All right, it's unique, culturally different from Malaysia. I would just take Malaysia as the next good example, right? In Indonesia, everyone speak Bahasa Indonesia, whether they are origin from China, or whether they are origin Indian, or whether they are origin Sundanese or Javanese, or they are from Makassar, Bugis and whatnot. They all speak Bahasa Indonesia. And this Bahasa Indonesia that they speak, of course, there's some slang into it. Like if people in Bandung, they speak Bahasa Indonesia quite differently. And then the one in Jakarta, of course, different. And then in Makassar, different. In Sumatra, different. But all over, everyone speak Bahasa Indonesia. And then Bahasa Indonesia is the main language. Okay. The question is, how do we go into Indonesian market? All right. People ask me, is it hard to do business in Indonesia? Well, to be honest, if you have to go through the normal route, yes, it's quite difficult because they are very protective. Every imported product in Indonesia are very expensive because of the tax. So they are very protective to the country. So hence wise, if you want to have a business in Indonesia, you literally need to find a good partner, all right? A good partner whereby that they will actually do things with you together, right? So, and that is difficult because finding partner is like finding a wife, I believe, all right? So yes, what I'm going to share is how do we enter Indonesian market. So my suggestion or probably solution or proposal that whoever want to enter Indonesia needs to start with digitally. So they need to start with digital marketing. So they should promote their product or services through the digital marketing. As you can see here, these are the social media that being used in Indonesia. And the most famous is actually Instagram and TikTok. And Facebook is second best actually. So as you can see, the people who use Instagram in Indonesia is about 104 million people who use Instagram. So if we really want to do marketing, we should use Instagram, where you can actually get high value. All right. Okay. And after you do your promotion, do your marketing, branding through social media, of course, you can actually test your product. So what we are going to offer here is this platform called NEWMARKET. So this platform where we can actually help you, all of you who want to enter this market, to start with digital marketing. And if you have a product, you can actually send your product over to E3 Hub Indonesia, and then we can start test the market at least 3 months or 6 months, just to see whether your product works or not, depending on your marketing and depending on the product. So the most famous marketplace in Indonesia is called Tokopedia, where they have about currently they have about 90 million merchant, and the traffic that they have on a monthly basis is about 155 million. And you can see here that for the last 3 months, for the last 3 months, this is the numbers in terms of visitors. Okay. All right. Next, what is this new market actually? If you want to enter a market that you really don't know, right? The culturally different, the language of usage is different. Please bear in mind, Bahasa Melayu is not similar as Bahasa Indonesia. Me, myself, who married to an Indonesian, always get miscommunication with our Bahasa. We thought it was A, but it's actually B, you know? Like example, I'll give you example. In Malaysia, the word butuh. Butuh is a bad word, right? When you tell people butuh, butuh, butuh is a bad word. But in Indonesia, butuh means needs. Aku butuh kamu, means I need you. So that is a different way of using the words, the wording. And then what else? Astana. Astana in Malaysia is something like istana, right? A palace, right? But in Indonesia, Astana
Zaha, we lost you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
You continue from Astana.
Oh, Astana. Okay. Astana is actually Astana in Malaysia is actually called istana. It's like a palace or the good place. But in Indonesia, Astana is actually a cemetery, kubur, pekuburan. So those are the words that have a different meaning and different usage. So yes, indeed, if we really want to enter this market, we literally need to understand their language as well, their language and their culture. Okay, what I am going to propose earlier just now that if you want to enter this market, you should appoint a marketing team that can actually speak the language, understand the language, and understand the market as well. So at E3 Hub Indonesia, what we can do, we can actually give you a team when you want to do the marketing. We give you a team, and that team will actually help you to do the digital marketing for you with the market in Indonesia that they understand. So what the team does is they actually do research, budgeting plan, creative ideation, ad management, like all these Facebook, Instagram ads, Google ads, all this. You can actually pick which channel that you want to use. All right. Like I mentioned earlier, Instagram is the best channel for you to market your product and services. So this is the thing that they can actually do for you, the team, and they can actually market your product for at least 3 months to test whether your product can work. All right. Okay. This is the price. Let's not talk about the price first, but let me just give you some idea. For you to start a company in Indonesia, you would need to have a big investment. All right. In Malaysia, when you register a company, your company is called Sendirian Berhad. Am I right? Regardless who is actually own the company, a foreigner or local, the company will actually call Sendirian Berhad. While in Indonesia, the company Sendirian Berhad is actually like PT, right? But PT only works for the local. When the local register their company, the company is called PT. But at our side, if we actually register for you as a foreigner, foreign investment, which also you need to have a local partner, that company will actually call PT PMA. Why is PMA? PMA is actually permodalan asing. So the moment when you register your company, when you advertise your company is already seen as a foreign investment company. All right. And the value of registering a company in Indonesia is high, is huge. All right. When you register a local company will only cost you about somewhere about 3,000 ringgit to register. But for you to register a foreign company, it will cost you about roughly about 30 million rupiah plus, and it's about 10,000 ringgit. So that is roughly what is the cost about. Okay. All right. So why I shared that cost earlier. So as an entrepreneur, we want to save costs. All right. When we want to save costs and we want to test a market, we want to enter a new market with a lower cost, this will be the ideal solution for you to enter the market. This pricing, project management fee, and individual channel management fee, meaning the team will actually help you manage per channel. Let's say you want to do in Instagram only, so your cost will be 3 million for Instagram, and then for project management fee will be 3 million. So that will be about 6 million rupiah monthly. So it's about 6 million is about 2,000 ringgit. So with 2,000 ringgit, you are able to test the market and understand the market in Indonesia. Okay. If you plan to do more than one channel, then you need to pay the project management fee 3 million, and then you have to pay the individual channel per 3 million. Meaning if you want to do more than one channel, let's say 2 channel, meaning you have to pay 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So basically that's about 9 million. For this team to basically manage your social media accordingly. Okay. So yes, that's what I have, and a solution for you to enter Indonesia market. I am hoping for people to ask me question after. All right. Thank you. Okay, Andrew, I'll pass back to you.
Okay, noted. Thank you so much. That was quite a very brief and very informative talk. But I'm sure a lot of us have questions to ask later. But before we go into the Q&A session, right? What I want to do is also to introduce the Global Entrepreneurial Acceleration Network, which is actually the GAN business ecosystem. Okay, so having said that, right, this is how we experience our digital transformation, right? From the pre-pandemic years before 2020, we were all talking about doing physical hubs, where we have physical hubs from KL, Penang, KK, JB, Palawan, Davao, and so on. So at the time, our goal was about creating 1,000 entrepreneur hubs to achieve the BHAG of 1 million members by 2030. Then, of course, pandemic hit, and then this is where we ended up doing everything virtual. So with our virtual incubation via DingTalk platform, which is still quite active right now, but the virtual event that we did last year, especially the EB Start 2021 and our EB Challenge, right, has made us realize that it is now time for us to move our platform to a virtual incubation platform. So the goal was to transform from physical to virtual during the COVID-19 pandemic, and subsequently hybrid beyond in the year 2022, where we launched our physical our virtual platform called Global Entrepreneurial Acceleration Network. And this is where we want to realize our mantra of local business ecosystem, right? So we develop all the local business ecosystem in different countries, right? Via incubators, via hubs, via communities and whatnot, and doing them on a global network called the Global Entrepreneurial Acceleration Network. So now our goal is to achieve the BHAG of 1 million members down from 2030 all the way to now 2025, which is, about 3 years from now. Okay, so what we want to do in the Global Entrepreneur Acceleration Network is to create that closed-loop business ecosystem. And this is a 400+ million business economic story, because what we're saying is that there are actually 400+ million entrepreneurs, in the world today, and even more than that. And what we want to achieve is to bring not all, but the entrepreneurs together, so that we actually can create our own business ecosystem. And this is the aspiration that we have for E3 and for the Global Entrepreneur Acceleration Network. So what is this Global Entrepreneur Acceleration Network? So it's an ecosystem that will allow members to have access to resources. I use the keyword resources because resources are very important for entrepreneurs. If entrepreneurs have resources that within their control, they are able to manipulate and creatively create opportunities. So these resources could be like financial, market, partnership, mentors, expert, business services, corporate, government, and more, right? That will enable entrepreneurs to develop and grow their businesses. So we subscribe to the local concept, meaning local ecosystem and global network, because we believe that when local ecosystems are formed and developed by country-specific E3 hubs, then we link them up into a global network via GAN to help entrepreneurs to scale their businesses beyond borders. And GAN platform provides our members with global access to E3 entrepreneurs, mentors, coaches, training and leadership development training, market exploration, business matching, e-commerce marketplace, and finally, we are also going to launch our crowdfunding platform, right, which is a reward-based crowdfunding, and we have our own investor network and investment pitching, session that we want to hold every month. So, in a nutshell, this is what GAN is all about: providing business support, market access, funding access, community, and also our signature event, which is our EB Start, our Biz Challenge, our Bazaar event, and later on we'll be launching our E3 Startup Factory. So here is just giving you a glimpse of your GAN journey, right? These are all the information, perks, as well as benefits that every GAN members will be able to enjoy. Okay. So it's a membership-driven platform. We offer free membership with limited functionality, okay, for our basic members. But of course, we have the Effectuator lifetime membership, which is the paid membership, right? And the amount is only 299 ringgit for a lifetime, okay? So there are many different benefits that every entrepreneur will be able to enjoy, including the full access to the GAN platform. And lastly, we also have business corporate membership, right? So anyone who wants, who are interested in business corporate membership, they can come and discuss it with us. So here how the membership sign up work, okay? So you can sign up for free membership using GEA-N.com. You just go to the registration site and just sign up. And immediately after we confirm your registration, you will become a member, right? Effectuator member, a little bit more, one more step. You actually need to get into our payment gateway because our system is not yet ready inside the platform, right, to accept payment at the moment. So if you are interested in Effectuator lifetime membership, you can come and connect with us, and I'd be more than happy to work with you to move you into the Effectuator membership, right? Likewise for the business corporate membership as well. So here are some of the strategic priorities rollout that we have planned out for this year. In Q1 2022, we launched already the GAN platform, but we're also planning to launch our marketplace, crowdfunding platform, trainers platform. We already launched E3 Hub Indonesia, new market business matching, investor application module. That means, in other words, we allow our members who are looking for funding to send in their pitch deck via the system, and we will be looking and vetting through the system before putting it into our investors dashboard. Okay, and also some bazaar events and so on. So in Q2, we will scale the business. E3, we will scale the platform, focusing more on rolling it out to E3 Hub Philippines, social network, right? And of course, we will be also working on our EB start for this year, 2022, and also the EB challenge. And then later on, rolling out to E3 Hub Vietnam, and at the end of the year into the Middle East. So our end goal for 2022 is to have at least 51,500 members by December 2022. So how do you start using the platform? First, sign up, right, at the gan.com, then complete your profile, right? After we have approved, we have sent you approval email. You can explore your dashboard. There will be some functionalities that you can play with. You can also connect with me, right? So one of the first things maybe you should do is to connect with me, and then connect with others. And you can also download business resources. So some of the slides that we do for MYOB and for some of the talk that we did, it is now downloadable for even basic members as well, because we want to share all this information to everyone, right? So here, a little bit about me. I'm actually, again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm the co-founder and growth strategist for E3 Hubs. I've actually incubated many entrepreneurs, at least 5,000 plus entrepreneurs in all industry sectors, right? And have grown quite a number of businesses that have become highly investable. So I've been through 6 economic crises, worked with 5,000 plus entrepreneurs over the last 17 years in this field, not just in Malaysia, but across Southeast Asia, right? And this is my team. So apart from me, we have Kelvin Kwa, co-founder, CEO of E3 Hub. Again, Mr. Zaha, E3 Hub Indonesia, and also we have a partner in Penang. His name is Alex Teo. So he's an E3 partner from Yes Financial. Okay. So if you are interested in anything, or you want to join hands together to create impact for entrepreneurs, we love to talk to you, right? So these are some of our phone numbers, Kelvin, myself, and Zaha, our email addresses, website, and of course, don't forget, sign up for the GEN free basic membership for you. All you need to do is to scan that QR code, and it will take you into the sign up form for the GEN membership. Okay, so with that, I end my sharing today, and of course, we are now opening the floor to anyone who want to ask Mr. Zaha about Indonesian market. So, any questions?
Yes, please do ask me questions. I will try to answer as best as I can.
Okay, there was one in the chat actually. It mentions about the
Text, right?
the LinkedIn.
LinkedIn?
Yeah, actually it was from Captain Cole. So
okay.
you mentioned Instagram and TikTok are one of the most used channels. So Captain Cole asked what about LinkedIn?
Yes, the team can actually manage LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn actually is more like how you actually put your company, and based on my experience, a lot of Indonesian would actually go through LinkedIn to look for a job, all right? LinkedIn is also best for you to actually share about your company information rather than your product and services. It's more to see what company is actually doing this. So you can actually still use your current LinkedIn that you have in Malaysia to actually expose it in Indonesia.
Okay. There was a question about from Pale, but he's not here now. it says who pays the tax and how much is the tax and how many types of tax and duties.
Okay, it's a very good question. All right. The solution that I propose is literally for all of you to test your market in Indonesia. All right, to test your product and services, whether it works or not. Because if you want to just straight jump into Indonesian market by using the traditional way, by registering company, registering your product, all that is going to cost you a bomb. Like I mentioned earlier, is definitely more than 10,000 ringgit. It probably goes up to 100,000 ringgit. All right. What I discover while I'm here, the e-marketplace will actually help you to expose your product. People can still buy your product through the marketplace, and of course, the tax are paid directly to the marketplace. And for us, we just pay the tax what we need to pay. So it's not about for you to do literally doing sales, but it's more like introduction. So if you see after 3 months, based on the reports, analytic report and whatnot, you can see you already have your market there, and then you can decide, oh, I think I'm ready to enter Indonesian market. Because if you want to go to the physical market, like to the shopping malls, to a shop, example, in Malaysia we have 7-Eleven, all right. I'll just say, I take example of a mineral water lah. Okay, you have your product, a mineral water, a special mineral water that come from Malaysia only. All right, you want to put in one of the convenience store in Indonesia. In Indonesia, they have a few convenience store, and the most famous is called Indomaret and also Alfamart. These two are the giants in convenience store. And they have their network all over Indonesia. Of each is actually 15,000 outlets. So basically, if you want to go for both, it's going to be about 30,000 outlets all over Indonesia, right? It's huge, and it's going to be huge investment. Imagine if you want to supply one carton to even one to the outlet, you have to times one carton times 15,000 times 2. So it's huge, and you need to produce a lot. So I am suggesting this method is because it's fair for us to actually test the market and see whether the product works or not. So in terms of tax, when you already registered your company, then you are going to pay your tax, and every product have a different tax tier. All right. Like example, Louis Vuitton handbag. Louis Vuitton handbag is imported from France, right? And is the most expensive tax in Indonesia. The price of Louis Vuitton bag in Indonesia is the most expensive in the world. That's why most Indonesian, they will travel to Malaysia, to Malaysia and buy those bags. So what I'm trying to say is, every product have a different tax.
Okay, I think Michael Tan raised his hand. So Michael, you got any question?
Hey, hi, Andrew and Zaha. Thanks for the session. Yeah, I have a question in regards to the E3 Hubs platform, right? I mean, I understand that what Zara proposed is kind of like an entry to test the market, but what happened after that? I mean, is there a kind of support? I mean, if let's say the testing out like get through, and I mean, it has received like quite positive interest. I mean, do you support entrepreneurs to take it to the next level? That's my question.
Yes. Once we test the market, right? Assuming we're going to test the market for the next 3 months or probably 6 months, which is I would consider as 6 months. All right. And we see the result. If the result says that you can enter this market, then we will advise you, of course, the first thing to do is to set up a company. All right. Then you set up a company and then you register your product. So once all that done, then we will assist you to the local traditional market accordingly. And anyway, that's what E3 Hub promised to all the members. And we have our Sifu here that will always help how we can actually explore the new market. Are you a member yet?
Yeah, I am ready. Probably
All right, great.
I'll need to upgrade my membership to the next tier.
Please do.
Yeah,
Okay,
please
thanks,
do,
thanks,
Michael.
Okay, thanks, Andrew.
Actually, right, Zaha,
Yes.
all products in Indonesia must be registered.
Yes.
You cannot just, ship it and then get someone to sell it for you and then that's it.
No way. No way you can ship the product. Okay. That's why I said it's not this testing market is not actually doing sales. All right. It's just testing your product, how your product works. So you can actually send your product as a sample and we're going to receive it as a sample. All right. We have a partner in Indonesia that have a warehouse in Jakarta and Batam who can actually provide us that services.
Yeah, okay.
So we can pass by that system just to test the market. After you decided to be in the market, then we just do it accordingly.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to have the facility, the faculty to test the market first before you do anything. So you fail fast, fail quick. I mean, fail fast, fail cheap.
Yes. Our partner who is in the logistic has a warehouse in Johor Bahru, Singapore, Batam, and Jakarta.
I see.
So he's very well versed in the system. So we can do it that way as a start.
Okay. L Chan has a question. What is BEA? And there is BEA keluar and BEA tariff when exporting goods from Indonesia. How frequently it changes?
Okay. BEA actually is the tax bureau for Indonesia. It's like our tax in Malaysia apa? I forgot it already. So normally, this is what the Kementerian Perdagangan Indonesia quotes. If you want to bring product into Indonesia, there will be a lot of tax, a lot of toll, a lot of everything, right? But he said, if you want to export Indonesia product to another country, is more easier. Not to say there is no tax, but in general, not all product being taxed, but things like commodities, yes, there is tax. And I also understand that if you're going to export a commodities product to another country, also example like coffee, they also tax, right? So that is what I think Al Chan asked that question, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we need to check what product is that as well. But in general, to bring out Indonesian product to another country is so easy. It's easier than bringing in the product to Indonesia. Okay.
So Sharon Sim has a question. So if company no need to be set up, then what will be the digital profile of, if you were to do the market exploration? And to what stage the digital channel to be grown to be deemed as mature to enter into Indonesia?
So, okay, you saw the Tokopedia, right? You saw the Shopee, right? So we will register the Tokopedia and Shopee as our platform, which is NEWMARKET. NEWMARKET will be the shop, and every product that we bring from our entrepreneur in Malaysia, they will park at our shop. So we will actually test that. So we, E3 Hubs Indonesia will actually manage that for you in order to test the market, including the marketing, which is upon agreed by the brand to actually start market in Indonesia.
I see.
Yes.
So there's another question from Sharon as well. I'm not sure how it's going to relate. So I just read it out. What about liaising Indonesian suppliers in terms of exporting Malaysian product?
Exporting. You mean liaising with Indonesian supplier? Example, if you have a mineral water product, instead of producing in Malaysia, and why not produce in Indonesia? Is that what you mean, Sharon?
Sharon, can you explain
Oh, yes,
your
okay.
question? Okay.
Yes, you can do that. That is cheaper. That is way cheaper. So, okay, when you register your product, right? When you register your product in Indonesia, they have this BPOM. BPOM is the body of registration of products. And this BPOM will determine whether the product is actually produced in Indonesia or actually produced from outside Indonesia. So if the product is produced in Indonesia, it will say there BPOM MD, and then they have the number. And if the product is registered outside, if the product is produced outside Indonesia, then you have BPOM ML, and then the registration number. So what, in general, what the big companies do, right? I give example, Korean product, they have their Mi, their Samyang and all that. Some of the Japanese product, they already produce the product in Indonesia. They already have their own factory here. Then the price become cheaper.
I see. Okay, Ray has a question. Ray, you want to ask? Oh. Okay, I read out for Ray. If
I understand. I understand.
Ah.
He said, Ray said that if she has a friend and want to post 100 product to her and she will help sell it on Tokopedia post, if that product out of stock in a week, I know
you have
have demand. If nobody buy, I know no point. Yeah, this is how we are going to do it, you know. So we are going to check the stock, and we're going to check how people, when the stock is going to be lesser, and then we will update you, your product is getting lesser, and then if you want to update, then you have to resend again.
So she asked actually whether this is illegal or not.
Illegal, to be honest, is not illegal. Yeah. So because we want to test, right? So if you want to test for 100 product, then just test for 100 product.
Okay. But if it's food products, right, and you want to sell, you want to put it in there, you have to go through like FDA or anything that requires a regulatory kind of certification.
Yes. You mean what type of
Just
food?
say I want to sell honey.
Honey, okay.
Right. So do we have to get like Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia? No, like I mean, like in Malaysian context, you have to get KKM and all those things.
If we will follow the correct route, we need to do that.
Yeah.
Right? But what are we proposing now is literally testing the market.
So that means you don't have to use.
You don't need to use that first, but when you are literally want to enter the market like huge, then we need to do it.
I see. Okay.
That's when you're going to go through the process of BPOM registration.
Okay.
Because once you register BPOM, if your product have a halal certification, you need to re-register halal certification with Indonesia Halal MUI. They recognize, but they want you to register again, meaning they want to make money from you.
Okay. Got it. Okay, anyone, how long registration on BPOM will take?
Good question. It depends on which way that we use. They have, if you pay more, it will be faster. If you use the normal route, it will take, the last one that I known, it was about 3 to 6 months. It's taking a lot of time. And it also depends on all the legalities that you already done.
Okay. So Sharon is asking, can analyze consumer trend on shopee.co.id and Tokopedia before posting the products to Indonesia?
Yeah, we can get the analytic from a different product, not your product, and we can actually share. But yeah, that will up to the team to do so. When you appoint the team can actually help you to do that.
Okay, another question is this also applicable to tech products like SaaS, other software?
Different.
I mean, if you are in the software as a service industry, you basically don't need to ship products, man.
Yes, correct. So you don't need to ship. You just need to expand your market, get people to know about your product, and they can just download online, right?
Yeah, they can download online, but I think the most important thing is the digital marketing.
Correct.
Right? So if the digital marketing is done well and they have good response, good downloads and good subscription and so on, so I think that eventually will warrant whether they need a presence in Indonesia or find a business partner in Indonesia.
Correct.
Right? So now come back to the question of business partner. So how does the new market able to help to find business partners?
Okay. We'll help. We will understand how is our client, which is assuming is from Malaysia. You want to find a new partner in Indonesia, right? It will take a long process, definitely. This process is about knowing both parties, and normally we would decide whether these both parties can actually meet the eye or not. If they are able to meet the eye and introduce themselves and they can get along, then we'll move to another level. But in terms of trying to find a partner, we can always find like all the partner that you can meet. But at the end of the day, if the chemistry is not there, then it's different.
Okay. Any other question?
Anyone? Hi, Shannon. Thank you for joining.
Hey, sorry, I joined in.
No worries. Shannon have his business already in Indonesia. He's in IT industry. Maybe you can share your experience with everyone here, how you managed to enter Indonesian market.
Well, I have a company, but yeah, still no business. Yeah, all plans got scuppered because of COVID. But yeah, I'm running my back-end operations in Singapore, in Indonesia. So my admin, my HR, my finance admin are all in Indonesia. So that's how I'm utilizing my Indonesian company at the moment. Well, picked up a few things, how to hire, how to maintain employees. All this I can learn as much as I can from here. Yeah, but restrictions are still an issue. Yeah.
Correct. So yeah, to find the right partner is one of the matter in Indonesia. That's why I told Andrew we can give an opportunity to our network to literally test the market and see if they can go through the market, then they no harm trying to be in the market. So it's not as easy saying Indonesia have a huge population. I think I can sell my product in Jakarta, Greater Jakarta have 30 million. If I manage to get at least 1% of 3 million is sufficient enough already. But it's not about that. It's more like, do you really know how the market works? So hence I am proposing, do it digitally, find which is your niche, which market that you actually going to be explore together with the team, and you can understand whether you can actually be in the market or not.
Actually, having said that, right, you only touch briefly on Greater Jakarta or even Jakarta, but Indonesia is so big
Yeah,
that even different provinces is also a very different market,
correct.
right? It's not homogeneous the way I would like to put it, right? So Bandung may be different from Jakarta, and then you have Surabaya may be different, Bali will be different, and so on.
Indeed.
Okay, right. Okay, another question from Turiana. How many % for foreign partners to set up company in Indonesia?
How many percent?
What is the percentage equity?
It's actually 49-51, if I'm not mistaken.
That means in other words, foreigners maximum is 49?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But we can double check.
All right. Another question from Stephanie is, where can we find network groups to start looking for potential partners in Indonesia?
It depends what product and services.
Okay.
Software. Wow, great. Well, I have a few connection with Indonesian startup tech. That will be a start.
Andrew, can I ask some questions?
Yeah, go ahead, Captain.
Maybe just, I think this question is addressed to both Zaha and Shannon, maybe. In the sense that Aerodyne went into Indonesia about 2-3 years ago. We took on certain projects, but we had problems with the integrity of the partner. Yeah. So so those are some of the issues. And in the sense that what to ask you is how much experience have you got in what are you doing in other than being part of this E3 hub? What businesses are you doing there? And maybe you can share some of the experience of what peculiarity there is in dealing with partnerships in what form of partnerships can be taken in Indonesia. How do the foreign investors or foreign partners protect their rights? And also to Shannon, in the sense that you've been there, and it's a very usual case that you set up a company there and all that, and nothing seems to come. So I think the other way of going in where we have seen more success is when there's a project to pitch in or to participate in as an entry point, rather than be there and then wait for things to happen. So in that sense, MBAC has been helping us in connecting to the guys over in Indonesia. And I think having done with them throughout ASEAN and all, probably the best way is there any problem statement that is put out there that we all as the software or the platform or players can go in and solve the problem and get onto a project and then find the partners for delivery, deployment, or for local admin, or for local, I would say, and management of the system, right? So it's a very wide question. I like to ask what's experience and how it comes from that. Yeah.
I like to answer your question. Okay, just to share you a little bit of my background. I was in advertising agency for the past 12 years, and then I jumped into business consultation industry, where I was working with the Chamber of Commerce in Malaysia. Okay, yes, indeed, most Malaysians want to go to Indonesia if there is a project, but please bear in mind, you are going to do business in another country. This is not our country. This is their country. If you ask me, you want to enter government project, yes, it's the same how you enter government project in Malaysia. The politics in Malaysia and Indonesia, not much different. Probably they are worse. All right. This is my comment. But to take safety steps, what I always advise every company that already registered in Indonesia, first thing that they need to do, they need to introduce themselves to our beloved matrix and our embassy, right? Introduce yourself to them that you are going to start business here. And by doing that, the government, I would say the government, matrix, actually aware of what you are doing. If there is a problem in the future, you can always report back to the government. So that will be a government to government case, right? But in terms of whether you are going to get the right partner or not, let me put it this way. How to manage a partner is like literally how would you manage a friendship, right? I cannot guarantee whether you know the right partner or not, because they are all human, all right? But most cases that we heard, we always heard the bad cases. We never heard about the good cases. Am I right? So, let me put it this way. One of Malaysia brand is called, what is that? I forgot the name again. Is a brand that's already been developed, growth in Indonesia. I forgot the name. Never mind. Okay, I give you a few examples. You know Vinci shoes, right? Vinci shoes were in Indonesia like 10 years ago, probably more. They export their product to Indonesia and they couldn't sustain. The reason being because their shoes are expensive, while Vinci shoes in Malaysia is not expensive, right? And most Indonesian love Vinci, but why Vinci doesn't work in Indonesia that point of time? Simply because of the pricing. And I think about few years ago, they come back. After they close shop long time ago, then they come back. Now they come back, they actually do their product in Indonesia, and now they are still there. So yeah, I understand looking for partner is not easy, and it doesn't. It's not only in Indonesia. I think it works in all over the world. So that's why when people ask me, can you find us a potential partner? Yes, I can find, I can introduce, but along the way, is up to that business owner to develop the relationship. Because if we were to be the one who facilitate along the way, then we can do that. But yeah, then is how you find the partner. So I have no guarantee on the looking for the right partner, but we can always try. So yeah, and the project, I've been to many event that even in Bandung city, they want to develop the West Java. A few years ago, there's a lot of Malaysian company came in and partnered with the local, but I'm not sure what is the status now.
Yeah, on my side, just asking in the sense that prior to this, when we go and expand our markets, we generally have an opportunity to go to meet person to person.
Correct.
Because of this COVID now, it has to be done virtually, and that's not for someone who has done global business, and it's not that easy, because you got to check on their background and all that, right?
Indeed.
Yeah. So that is one, and also I was a trade ambassador for Matrix for several years. So having to rely on Matrix is also not a guarantee. Yeah, in the sense, I'm not so sure if there are a lot of issues, be it in China or in the Middle East, right? The ASEAN market is new to me because I've not spent time here, right? So I just give you a perspective. What I'm trying to put across is that we work with MDEC in the GAIN project, trying to get into the ASEAN market. They tried. They spent a lot of time with us in Indonesia, Philippines, and all that. But and even in Vietnam, now we're only getting traction because it came from the way of approach is they go into an industry, look at the problem statement that the industry is giving, and let us participate in. That way, in the sense that our solution or whatever we're bringing there is what the market needs. You know what I'm trying to say now? So
Yes.
that I think I'm just sharing this with you as to how we go into markets, because we have done the other way. Like in Philippines, God help us, they talk and nothing happens. Indonesia, we have spoken to Tokopedia, right? We have spoken to all the big guys because our technology is up there. Okay, it's not easy because they did not engage on us, simply because they were going through their structuring, right? And then when we asked them whether we can take the technology and come up into Malaysia, they have no interest. So we are talking of transferring of technology between each. We go there and do that. We get a sense that even TNB has such a big problem in getting into Indonesia because of competitiveness. They see us as going in there to take their projects. That's why it's difficult. So I'm just giving you a perspective of, as a guy who is really going to expand into Indonesia, and we have done quite a lot of homework. Because of the I would say the MCO, we have not been able to go in there, attend one of the fairs and all that. That's how we've been expanding around the world, where we go for exhibition or we go into attend. It's face to face. Then we got a choice of people to choose from. That's what really, in the sense, I think if you go to an appropriate exhibition which is related to your industry, right? So if we are in the supply chain, you go to a logistic industry, right? You go into the transportation, logistic and all that. Now, if you're into fintech, you go to a fintech exhibition, and then you possibly will link up with the startups and all that. And with your technology and their technology coming together is how they're possibly also taking their technology and bringing it onto an ASEAN perspective. Then you're adding value to your partners rather than us going there to take values from them. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I can hear from Shannon, if you don't, okay, I'm not trying to nominate. Okay, Zaha, you can give your advice on that. Yeah.
I can just give a short one.
Please, Shannon.
Why I'm there without a project. Zaha knows me. I love to get my hands dirty first before I do things. So actually, I've been dapping in Indonesia for 7 years. A relative of mine pulled me in, but not for IT. So my Pulse Vision is an IT company in Singapore. Right. Yeah. So we were doing some things. We were trying to promote some things from my relative in Indonesia, trying to bring in some stuff from Indonesia to Singapore. So that's how I learned the markets in Jakarta and in Indonesia per se. And I understand a bit on how they work, but running a company there is totally different. So I want to get my hands dirty first. So I just set up a small back-end office in Lombok. In fact, not even Jakarta now. My back office is in Lombok. Learn how to hire local, get a local to promote for me. I think that the main issue is Indonesia is very nationalistic.
Yeah.
They would love to work with Indonesians. So you need to get an Indonesian to do your marketing and sales for you. What best if I can have my own company, hire my own people, get them to do sales for me and marketing for me. So that's my strategy. It's very long term. I'm thinking I need to really do this for another 5-10 years before hitting the big one in Jakarta. So anyway, Zaha knows what my plans are for Indonesia. That's my retirement home, I hope. So it's a long game for me. So it's not a short game.
Yeah, it's a long game indeed.
Yeah, just to share about Shannon. Shannon is actually a Singaporean.
Okay.
So okay, you know the difference about Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. The beauty about Singapore government, they support the SMEs to open another company to expand their business to another country by giving grants. So they actually support up to 80%, right, Shannon?
Yeah, I got 80% grant to open up.
Yes, 80% to open a company in another country. So that is what quite helpful, you know.
Yes.
So Shannon did that. So fortunately he's been there for 7 years. So yeah, that's why I am proposing this method to all of you, while to do the digital marketing, to actually expose your brand, because knowing Indonesian, when they see, actually this brand not bad, so they will try out, I give you, recently I saw a brand from Malaysia. You guys heard about Kasam?
Yeah.
Kasam is already in Indonesia. How can he be in Indonesia? Literally, technically, if he wants to be in Indonesia, it's not about doing business online only. He need to engage with all the car dealers in all over Indonesia. It means that he have the right partner. He found the right partner. So that's why I always tell people, Indonesia, you need to find the right partner.
Yeah.
I found the right partner and I married my partner. My
Okay.
wife. That's why I have that leverage. So because of that, I told Andrew, look, knowing Indonesian, they are very protective, nationalists. Yes, indeed. But once they get to know you, they understand. Yes, business relationship and of course, family relationship, all different. So let's try to help our entrepreneur in E3 hubs to explore the market. At least they know. Because I don't want people to say, hey, I want to go to Indonesia. Okay, come here first. Last time I used to say that, come to Jakarta, I bring you around, get you to see the market, right? And then they said, no. Based on Google, there is 280 million people. If I get 1%, I can be rich. Okay, understand. That is normal thoughts, all right? But you need to understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Okay. While we are facing COVID, right? Malaysia and Indonesia suffer. I mean, a lot of countries suffer. What I saw in Indonesia, because they practice closed economy, their people buy their own product, right? They can still survive. I give you as simple as tukang bubur, selling bubur every day, every morning. During COVID, when you cannot go out, then they lost the business. But after that, they can start going out, selling the bubur on a daily basis. They survive. So, not to say Malaysia cannot enter Indonesia. My trade officer in Jakarta said, if your business can survive more than 2 years, you are there. That's what they say, all right, based on their research. I would say, I would believe as well. So, why not use the digital platform, hire the team in Indonesia that we work with, right? And try to market your product and services. See how it works. And if it goes well, then it's go well. But not to get project. I don't know the link to get project. If I would to know about, I already solved your question already.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's good to understand.
For Shannon also, it's true. Some products, it takes years. In Australia, it took us more than 5 years. In the Middle East, maybe 3 years. In certain markets, longer. That depends on timing and also your product fit into the market at the time. So I do appreciate your input. Thanks. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Just to share with everyone here, I have a friend here from Malaysia. She contacted me before this event. All right. We discussed further. Her name is Hanim. Hi, Hanim.
Hi, Zaha.
Okay.
I'm here.
Hanim is doing medical tourism. All right. It so happened that I have a relative who are in tourism industry. So I'm actually business matching her with my family on her business. So hopefully everything goes well. Then she already captured the Indonesia market already. So yes, do ask me anything. I'll try to answer. I'll try to find answer for you. I mean, I'm not the expert here, to be honest. No one is expert. But to be Malaysian, I would love to help all Malaysian. That's why I corrected everyone here. Please don't call them Indon. Call them Indo or Indonesian, because that would be the biggest. They already hate us because of football, but recently they won. So yeah, don't let them hate us more.
They used to hate us because of badminton.
Exactly. But now no more already. Yeah. Anyone else?
Hello, Zaha.
Hi, Philip.
I'm Philip from Philippines.
Hey.
And I'd like to ask, my main business is into plastic packaging in the Philippines.
What packaging?
Plastic packaging.
Oh, all right. Plastic packaging. All right.
Okay. And second business is into importing of lighting business, but basically all from China.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
how do I source Indonesian products and then import from Indonesia to Philippines? Any something like link that who likes to export to Philippines, something like that?
Okay. Are you trying to import bulb or lighting?
No.
Anything, is it?
My target would be something like halal foods or something.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because here in the Philippines, I think the halal business is getting a lot
Huge.
of yeah. And
Which part of the Philippines are you, Philip?
Huh?
Which part of the Philippines are you from?
Manila.
Oh, Manila. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I sell the whole of Philippines.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I can connect you with a few suppliers who are in halal industry.
Yep.
And
great.
that's why I'm also wondering what kind of halal product that you are looking for. Well, I have a list of it, to be honest. If we can go further, discuss further together with Andrew. Andrew are also quite familiar with Philippines. So maybe we can, partnership and do something.
Yes. Preferably, I think those that are not expiry, not too short, something like that, because we want to test the market. So we don't like goods that are very fast expiry. Then I have to eat it myself.
Well, at least it has to be 1 year and above shelf. Yes.
Philip, are you also interested for halal food from Malaysia?
No problem.
Okay.
Actually, everything here is pricing now.
Yeah.
We have a few product. We have a few product from Malaysia that can be exported under halal industry.
Yeah, because pricing is very important here. Middle people or something like that like to make a lot of profit.
Yes. I know Philippines is trying to maximize on the halal industry after they spoiled the SEA Games few years ago on the halal product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then if anybody likes to look for Philippine products, then no problem, I can help search for you. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Philip. Let's keep in touch.
Okay, I'm trying to help our Mindanao incubators to export their product out from the Philippines to Southeast Asia. My base is normally in Mindanao. That's my base.
In Davao.
Mindanao, Davao City, mainly in Davao City.
Okay.
You join our Global Entrepreneurial Acceleration Network, then I keep in touch with you.
Okay.
Yes, please join us as a free member, as a start. It's free. And then we can move further.
Okay.
Andrew said if they are not member, I cannot talk to them.
Is it possible you can send the link?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because sometimes I could not find the email. I have more than 30,000 emails not yet read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use WhatsApp?
Yeah, I use WhatsApp also.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, just join the WhatsApp group that I mentioned earlier just now, and then we will send you the link. Okay, we will send the link over there.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Hello.
Yes.
Oh yeah, hi.
This is Anup. I want to talk to Philippines Philip.
Oh, Philip.
Philip.
Yes. Hi.
He wants he can join with us. We are serving halal food in Dubai and some Islamic country. It's a fantastic. Philippines food is very good. I think if he wants, he can join with us. Then we can product together and market together. If he wants. I'm sorry. I think this is not a proper place to talk about
No,
that.
no, it's okay. It's okay. You like to introduce a little bit to Philip.
Thank you.
That's
Myself,
fine.
I'm Anup Shamadar. I'm working some Japanese company as a legal advisor and CEO. Working another job is I'm a completely lawyer, corporate lawyer, and working in Supreme Court in Bangladesh and London. That's it. And as a businessman, I'm not only for lawyer, I'm also a businessman. I have a product for in Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, like that.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you already joined the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm joining with you already.
Yes,
I'm not wrong.
I did.
Yeah. I forget your today's program, but when I see WhatsApp your message, then you know, all time I'm not in media. That's why it's a problem. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Because of lots of company I'm working with.
Oh, all right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you later.
See you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Once again, for those who have not joined the WhatsApp group, please click on the link that I posted to everyone just recently, a few minutes ago, on your chat. So just click on the link and join the WhatsApp group so that we can keep in touch with each and every one of us in this group, in this session as well. Okay.
All right. Anyone else? Please just ask anything.
So we have one last final question. Anyone want to ask anything?
No, they are okay. Everyone tired already.
Okay. So maybe before we end, we take a group photo.
All right.
Somebody please.
Zaha, you want to open the registration for Thursday?
I thought it's going to be open in the group.
No, we're going to share the link.
Okay. Just for your information, all your information, what we plan to do is that after this MYOB, we're going to give a 2-day rest, where later on the Thursday, 4 p.m., we are going to have a business networking session. So this business networking session is with Zaha as well, and with all of us, and primarily only open to 15 members, unfortunately, because we don't want to have too long, a business networking session. So we only open to 15 members, and the link to register for the networking session this coming Thursday, 4 p.m. will be posted on the MYOB WhatsApp group. So whoever sees that link after this event, you can click on it, register yourself. So first 15 will be invited into the business networking session on this coming Thursday. Okay?
Yes. Okay. I just now I forgot to answer Captain question. One of the business that I'm actually running with my family here is actually exporting vegetable and fruits. So there's 3 things that we are focusing for this year. We are exporting lemon, edamame, and also in Malaysia they call it sweet potato. Here we have our special sweet potato called cilembu. It's in gold in color. So yes, those are one of the business while running the E3 hubs Indonesia.
Okay,
How about your coffee?
Yeah, We also sell coffee. Currently, I'm selling a roasted coffee bean, especially from West Java. All the beans are picked up in Bandung and we actually roast it ourselves. I did send some to Malaysia and to my brother in Malaysia, and he managed. So I'm expanding that as well. So knowing Malaysia market, not many of them literally like Arabica kind of beans because I'm selling the Arabica. Malaysian are more into Robusta and Liberica. So yeah, those are the things that I'm doing here.
Very good. In the sense that we have a platform, an international trade platform, RCEP traders, we call ourselves.
Yes.
And part of it is the traceability, ability to put a QR code to that and get into the Chinese market. That's where it is. And we are also part of the N Group and Alibaba Group and Huawei Group on an international basis. So it opens up the markets for you to expand there. And with trusted financial support and all that. I think we can discuss a bit more on that. Yeah.
I will have a date with you. No worries. We will call each other.
For everybody's knowledge, right? Captain Ko can help you to go into China market. So if you are interested to go to China market, let's talk with Captain Ko. Right?
Yeah.
He had the platform, you know, that allows SMEs to export into the China market.
Yeah. Everyone is entering China, literally. 2 years ago, Indonesian government pushing all the small SMEs to go all over to China.
Yeah. So through this network, we can provide a channel or what they say, the qidao, the route, the infrastructure to get into China, yeah, and to meet the regulatory approvals and all that. Yeah.
Indeed.
Hey, I tell you what, if everyone here, no, not just here, but in our MYOB group, who are interested to explore China market or to go into China market, perhaps Captain Ko has the solution, one of the solutions that we can use to enter into China market, which involve all the marketplaces, you know, and all the blockchain technology that will actually authenticate the product, you know, and the certification and so on. So maybe if we are all interested, I will invite Captain Ko to actually brief us about VeroFax and you know, the solution that he has, because it allows us to do, if I'm not wrong, Captain Ko, group buyer. We can combine our companies together and put it into the marketplace.
Yeah, this stage it also includes the logistics of it, right? What we want to do is simplify a platform that simplify your trading itself. Because as a trader, you know, very often the amount of agony you go through in signing a contract, and not sure the other party is legitimate or not, right? You can send things there, or working on LCs and cross-border trade and all that. It's not been easy because you got to overcome their trade documentation, the import tax, and even also for people who are there, they have problems with their counterfeit products. Yeah. So yeah, these are some of the problems we solve. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Yes, please everyone turn on your camera. I would love to see you all. Okay, smile, smile, smile. Okay, there's more time. Everyone, turn on your camera, please. Let me see your beautiful faces, handsome faces. You know, this is the time where we take pictures. Right, everybody, smile. Say E3 Hubs.
E3 Hub.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes. Tasha Simadi Putri.
That's our girl in Tasha. Okay. She's in Jakarta. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice to meet you all, everyone.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Okay. What's next, Andrew?
Okay. next week, next 2 weeks from now, we are actually going to have to host another of our partner who are into digital transformation. I think this is something very interesting for all the SMEs when you want to talk about e-enabling your business. So the company is called Duogo, and we will have Razak from Duogo to brief us about his solution. So join us on the 22nd, right? 22nd of February to listen to what they can offer to help our SMEs to digitalize their business. Okay. So with that, I thank all of you for participating in today's session. It is very, very engaging, very, very informative, and it's good to have participation and engagement from our participant, right? Not just from Mr. Zaha himself or even Captain Ko or myself. Okay, so I look forward to see you all again on the 22nd of February, and I will make sure I will set an appointment with Captain Ko for him to also show us how to get into China, right? Using his solution. Okay, all the way. Thanks again so much. Have a good week ahead. And again, happy Chinese New Year for those who are celebrating Chinese New Year. The holidays are gone, so let's get and create our roaring successes for this year. Okay, thank you so much and goodbye.
All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.